Rust is definitely not the kind of game where you can become better overnight. But this new item broke everything, because it allows you to do so many things you couldn't even imagine. For example, you can use this shelf to make an insane one-way pixel pick that allows you to shoot at your enemies, but they can't shoot back. Or you can make an invisible trap with a pressure plate hidden under the floor. And that's only a small part of today's video. So, to help you get better, or maybe to teach you something new, here are 20 Rust tips and tricks to instantly improve your game. Make sure to hit that like button below, subscribe to the channel, and check out today's sponsor. Rustly is one of the fastest growing Rust websites with a lot of games to play, many deposit methods including skins, cards and crypto, and instant withdrawals with a store full of skins. You can climb 5 free cases by using code STELIC or clicking the link in the first comment. You can battle against real players or bots in games like case battles, coin flip and even minefield and win cool skins. And if it's not enough for you, you can get a lot of bonuses and free cases every 24 hours. In fact, you can get 5 free cases right now if you click the link in the first comment or go to rustly.com and use code STELIC. Please remember, loot boxes sites can be addictive, so make sure you're over 18 and only spend money you can afford to lose. Good luck! Let's start with a trick that will instantly improve your chances of succeeding on a cargo ship. If you go down to the lowest floor on the cargo ship to get the most valuable loot and you don't have a flashlight, you might not see the enemies, especially in dark corners under the stairs, because the image will become much darker. To fix it, just jump on this crate in the middle. Your head will pop out through the ceiling, making everything around you much brighter. If you want to know which DLC in Rust is the most pay to win, it's definitely the Jungle DLC. Because it allows you to instantly improve your PvP and building skills. You can now create this insane one-way pixel picks using a new bamboo wall shelf from the Jungle DLC. Using this method, you can easily shoot at your enemies. However, they can't hit you, because the damage doesn't go through the shelf. But the best part is that this shelf has 500 HP, which is twice as much as a metal door, so it's almost impossible to break it. To make this pixel pick, you need to have this half-floor pick inside or outside your base. First, place a glass window, align yourself with the floor, and place a bamboo shelf in the middle. Pick up the glass window and place the horizontal embrasure. Next, go to the other side of the window and clip the second shelf as low as possible to the embrasure. And that's it. Now you have a new one-way pixel pick. Another way you can use bamboo wall shelves is by placing them in a trap base. As you can see, there is nothing on the floor. However, the door is still closed. This is because there is a hidden pressure plate on 2 shelves under the floor that works even through the ceiling. And best of all, this trap is impossible to detect from the outside, no matter how experienced a player you are. To build this trap, all you need to do is make a half floor with a half wall in the middle. Next, attach the wall shelf in the middle of the half wall as I show, and repeat the same on the other side of the wall. Jump on top of the half wall and place the pressure plate on the shelves below. And finally, cover everything with ceilings. That's it, your trap is ready to use. If you attach these shelves to the outside of your base, it will be impossible for enemies to use C4s or satchels to raid you, because they won't stick to the wall. So this is the cheapest and easiest way to instantly increase the protection of your base. Now, take a look at this wall. Have you noticed anything unusual? I don't think so. But what if I show you this? There is a secret loot room on the other side, but the crazy thing is that you can transfer loot inside right through the wall. To do this, place a new shelf on the inside next to the wall and build a roof on the other side. Once you do this, half the wall should disappear. Next, place the new barrel on top of the shelf so that it sticks out slightly, just like this. Now you can use this barrel to transfer loot inside, and most importantly, it's impossible to break it. If you're using a 2x1 base design and yet your loot room still looks like this, that's a huge mistake. Yes, you have all the essentials inside, namely 4 large boxes, 3 small boxes and a TC, but there is absolutely no space in this square, so you have to place your sleeping bag on the second square, meaning that if your sleeping bag gets broken, you lose your base. Plus, building a shelf inside is really annoying, because you have to go outside and make a build out. But all of this can easily be fixed by using the new Jungle DLC. Using the new shelves and barrels, you can fit in one square the same 4 large boxes, 3 small boxes and a TC, as well as a sleeping bag. Plus, there is more than enough room to move around inside. And here's another trap that does damage through the wall, for which you need a new shelf and a Tesla coil. To make this trap, attach the shelf slightly to the left of the wall edge as I show, and place a Tesla coil to the left of the shelf. Next, connect the trap to electricity and watch the magic happen. As you can see, your enemies won't have a chance to survive. If someone placed a TC under your base while you were offline and now you can't expand your base, don't worry, I have a solution for you. All you need is a battering ram and one satchel. Place a ram as close to the TC as possible and fix it. Next, throw the satchel on the gate, quickly get behind the wheel and drive as close to the wall as possible. The ram's back should hit the inside of the square. Once the satchel explodes, the TC will break. Then you can place your TC next to it and expand your base without any problems. This is the most pay-to-win skin for MP5 that you can find right now, and it only costs $3.5 USD. Not only does it have an unusual and very beautiful design that doesn't glow at night, but it also has a perfect sight without any unnecessary details that block the view. And here's the default MP5. As you can see, the difference is huge. If you are tired of campers and rats near your base, you need to use a no-lose system. Whenever someone is near your base, try fighting near this box. Even if you die, all your loot will instantly move inside your base. This way you won't lose anything. And to keep this box from being broken, just use the turrets on the outside. To make this system, place a large box inside your base. Attach the industrial conveyor to the wall and place the storage adapter on the box. Connect the conveyor to electricity and turn it on. Next, go outside and place the second box near your base. Attach the hopper and storage adapter to this box and connect it to electricity. Next, run a pipe from this box to the conveyor and from the conveyor to the second box inside your base. And that's it, your system is ready to use. Now, if you drop any loot near this box, it will instantly be transferred to your base. You can hide the most valuable loot on the Junkyard right in the texture, where no one will be able to find it. To do this, just drop the backpack in the spot next to the recycler, and it will fall inside the texture. A very simple way to save your loot if you run into a clan. Also, in case you didn't know, you can jump on the roof above the recycler where no one can see you. From here, you'll have full control of the recycler through the gaps at the bottom. So this is a perfect red spot. If you don't want someone to get on your tugboat while you're looting the underwater labs, there is an easy solution. As you know, the only way to get on the tugboat is to use one of the two ladders on the side. There is no other way to get to the top. And to block this ladder, just throw a bear rock next to it, so its head sticks out, and repeat the same on the other side. Now it's impossible to get on your tugboat, because this bear rock will block the ladder. There is an invisible ladder on the outpost that you can climb to surprise your teammates or just stand AFK. You can also write in the comments below how you can use this trick, as I'm sure not many people know about it. You can throw a knife through the gap between the double doors, and your teammate can pick it up on the other side. This will help you if your teammate gets inside your enemy's base and needs to break his sleeping bag. You can get inside the train texture to become immortal. No one will be able to hit you while you're in the texture, but you will be able to deal damage to other players. To do this, find this train and attach any wagon behind it. Next, gain maximum speed moving backwards and jump into the gap between the trains as I show. You will be instantly thrown backwards and find yourself inside the texture. While you're here, you can drive around the map and surprise other players. But be careful, because you might get banned for using this bug. You can make your new loot room even better by using plant pots. If you place the pots as high as possible, for example on top of a small box, barrels or TC, the cloth will grow much faster, because it will have 100% access to light through the ceiling. If you like to survive in the jungle biome, you can get 200 scrap every few hours. You need to find a crate outside of the new rat town. There's a 50% chance you will find anti-rat pills in this crate. If so, there will be between 5 and 30 pills. Once you have enough pills, go to the safe zone and exchange them for scrap. A very simple method that will make your survival much easier. If you're using a submarine, you should know these tips. If you come across a loaded guy, float to the top and press the spacebar. That way you can shoot immediately, because you'll end up on top of the submarine. And if you want to loot him safely, just swim as close to this guy as possible. His body will get inside the submarine, and you can get his loot safely. If this video helped you and you learned something new, be sure to hit that like button below and write a comment so more people can see it. Oh, and by the way, here are 20 rarest pay-to-win skins in Rust. Some of them will give you a huge advantage in building, PvP or other aspects of the game.